How you doing? This is our live shot, but we're actually talking about Israel. So I guess this is the part where the place where the community always comes together. As you can see, it's pretty dark. Hold on, I can turn my light on over here. Still dark, very dark. Now it's gonna be super duper bright. If I can figure out how to turn on the light backwards. There it is. Oh, that's too much. Too much. There we go. That's better. As I back up from the light. Alright. That's better. Me and the fountain. Fountain. I guess it got in the 30s in our area this morning. Brr. I'm tempted to get some coffee. Look at the art. Ooh, ah, nice. Coffee.
Yeah, I love like Halloween time.
I am tired. It is hard to go from a weekend to the Monday. See, just Sunday, it's hard to get to sleep. But I slept earlier last night, but I'm still tired. Not as tired as I usually am. And the weather has turned cold. It got into the upper 30s, as I believe I already said. But it's not too bad. It goes down just enough that you can get used to it. And yeah, I had my little happy hour I usually do on Monday at Cafe. There's somebody to talk to there, and you know, that makes all the difference. That's what coffee houses really serve. It's not necessarily coffee, it's company. You know, somebody to talk to, somebody to relate with. And people would find that in bars, but unfortunately bars can lead to bad habits. Coffee isn't such a bad habit, although it isn't so great for my system. So I usually get tea, but today I had a mocha. I'll pay for that later. And it was really not much happening overnight. Just had our live shot this morning at the fountain. Sure, right around the corner from the station, so that was nice. Unfortunately, the story we're talking about is Israel and what's going on there, and we can all only hope for a peaceful solution, but people are determined to kill each other there, and peaceful solution is not coming. At least not in our past lifetime. Maybe somebody can come up with a good idea for the future. I don't know. I'm open to suggestions, but it's not up to me. Anyway, it's time to go home and get my sleep. And I'm just enjoying the fall colors as the leaves change. Look at the fall colors. Ooh, ah. A lot of the leaves are still green. But we're just starting to see a lot of bright yellows.
Truck 13 around.
Check 13 responding.
Dispatch is BLS 1. Dispatch is BLS 1.
Maybe in a week or two it'll reach its full peak. I think, I haven't looked at stats to really know this, but I think it's actually behind the season. Maybe it's been too warm for it. We haven't had enough cold days, but that's changing now.
For the day 32022. BLS 1 services for the day 32022.
But it's getting pretty.
Dispatch, Pump 33 responding.
Pump 33.
Hey, how you doing? I'm off a little bit early, so I mean I'm not off. I'm still on, but I'm gonna have some tea. My stomach's not been great this morning. Better than it has been, but been having a lot of heartburn, so I am here in Westport, and man, people are waiting in line to come into this place before they're even open. Well, they're open now. It's after 7, so woo! Gee, look how dark it is this time of morning, and we're soon to get into the dreaded time change where it gets dark at night. There's actually a fire I'm gonna go check on. So, yep, it's not over. I'm not used to working this time of day. It's a small house fire with pretty significant damage. And, you know, it's obviously significant to those who live here. I wonder if I can get past this utility, or I'm just going to turn around and go the other way. And you can see the house there. Nobody was hurt. That's the most important thing. And I'm gonna go home and feed my video via news desk, which is very handy to be able to do that. There's a lot of dead-end streets and everything up here. It's a house for sale. Ugh. You can get lost pretty quick up here. Oop. Let me turn on my GPS. Oh, my GPS is not going to work. Alright. Well, I am out of here. What the f? I'm at what came across as a residential fire, apartment fire. Something about it starting on the outside on the second floor, and there's an apartment that caught on fire. I also see there's a place called the Pet Connection that may or may not be involved, and that's a bit concerning. So I've just pretty much shot my video, and I'm standing by waiting for the fire chief to come out and talk to me. There's something going on in the southbound lanes of 71 highway. They got the highway all blocked, and I'm about to try and use this camera to see if I can get some videos I drive by, because there's no good angles on it. You know, it's a highway, of course. So, wish us luck. This is our view this morning. This is where our live shot is, talking about youth soccer fields being renovated. And look at that skyline. It's the sun just starting to come up. Beautiful. We just had our blood drawn. Been fasting all night. Now I'm hungry and tired. So we're gonna solve the hunger problem here. It's going to be a very busy day, full of appointments and running around. Ugh. Italian, sausage and eggs, tortilla soup. And Ansuyan has the half a heifer. I look around the place. I love their pictures, historical photos. Pretty neat. We are sassified. Down Lee Summit. In between appointments, so we can go check out a store or two. Oh. Such a nice downtown. And we found our store we're going to. It's right over here. Lee Summit, Missouri. Different places have come and gone. There we go. Right underneath the arrow. We used to go to this thrift store all the time. Now we're going to go visit it again. The last stop of the day, finally. Long day. Zach's parent-teacher conference. Oh boy. I'm here in Roland Park, come to the scene of something. I don't know, it was a perimeter, and they say that the person was found in the backyard. I heard the police were pursuing him, and then calls for an ambulance, so I don't know what this is. But let's get the camera out and get to shoot and figure it out. Well, false alarm, which I guess it's better to be sure than find out later that it was something bigger. But I guess they apprehended the guy. They wouldn't tell me that, but they called for an ambulance, but it wasn't an officer-involved shooting, which is what I needed to check on. You know, you always assume the worst and then hope for the best. And the best is that as I got there, all the police left, and I got to talk to a sergeant, and you know, he couldn't tell me anything, but he told me that there wasn't, it was minor, whatever it was. So all right, we'll go with that. I just realized that this is the anniversary of the Battle of Westport. It's that time of year. There's the John Warnell House, which was used as a Civil War hospital during the battle. And it is said that at this time of year, October 20th through 23rd, at the anniversary of the battle, you can see the ghosts of the soldiers walking up and down this way to the hospital from the battlefield. You know, like the wounded and the orderlies and the wagons and the horses and everything. So I've never seen any of that, but it's fun to come around here and walk the path of history. And so we have done that every year. Maybe, hopefully I could do it maybe tomorrow or Saturday. I don't know. It's close to Luke's birthday, so I don't think he wants to spend his birthday ghost hunting. So maybe tomorrow, the very first day. And you know, I've never seen anything other than some scary Halloween decorations this time of year. So while I'm on my way back to the station to pick up my reporter and go live, thought I would come through this way, which is on the way, and you know, talk about the fun history. This is the park, Luce Park. This is that battlefield, the final battlefield, where the Union charged the Confederates and broke their ranks, and they fled south from here. Never to really be seen in Missouri again, except for some sporadic things, you know, like people like the Younger Gang, and you know, robbing banks, and a lot of the post-war violence, which, you know, tends to come with any kind of military situation. Lots of unhappy people, especially among the defeated people, the Confederates who were in this area. And it got really bad here after the sacking of Lawrence. There was this whole area was burnt to the ground by the Union Army. If you weren't a friend of the Union, and if they didn't know you as a friend, then they burned your house down, stole everything you had, and forced you out, essentially into internment camps. Either you were out or you were in a camp. And yeah. So anyway, I gotta get my reporter. Is that dinging is telling, so I'm getting ready to head to the station. Trying out a new but not new place. This is a new location. I've been to the one in Parkville. This is a big space. Wow. We're here to do some art, I think. We're using the black light. Actually, the fuse is blue, and everybody tried to use the blow dryer, but it looks awesome in the video. It's pretty cool.
But there's no
Black light. It's looking ghosty. This is what I ended up with. My pumpkins suck, but my tree is good.
In 2.3 miles, turn left onto South Nolan Road.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It is Friday, so it must be the topic. Pretty quiet this morning. you doing? We were live in Grain Valley at an elementary school, which is why I was heading that way this morning at dark 30 on US 40. And I had time to get there, so that's why I was taking 40 highway and not taking the interstate and going fast. But unfortunately, as you probably saw, there was a little incident, and in thinking about it, if it wasn't for the fact that I use this radar system in this car extensively, I might have hit that person. And it was a person riding a bicycle in the middle of the lane at night. They didn't have any reflectors. I didn't see any lights. Well, they didn't have any lights. I didn't see any reflectors, and they were wearing really dark clothing. And I think I was coasting down the hill. I was using the radar, which means I'm using the cruise control. So the car was probably coasting down the hill a little bit, a few miles an hour over the speed limit. And but it's like I was coming down the hill, and all of a sudden the car started slowing down. I didn't even see him at all. If I was driving the car manually, not seeing that person, I might have run right over the top of him, and that wouldn't have been good for anybody. But the car, fortunately, I hate to say it this way, but the car saw the person and slowed down. It, applied the proper emergency, systems, which is great. And that's the first time I've ever really had the car's radar system save me from a bad incident. I mean, there's been a couple of times where I came up on somebody's butt a little too fast and the car decided to apply the brakes, but I mean, it wasn't anything really an emergency. I would have hit the brakes myself eventually, but this is the first time I've ever, I think that the car, that the automated systems kicked in and probably saved your life and saved me. But you have to wonder about the necessity of that. Why was the guy in the middle of the road on a bicycle at night? There was a good area they could have been. Maybe they were trying to get around somebody or something, but I don't know. Or maybe they just had a death wish, and that's unfortunately pretty common. And blocks later, there was a possum going across the road, and I actually saved his life because I saw him and hit the brakes myself, because the car's radar wouldn't have seen something that small. But I was just editing the video, and I thank my lucky stars that that wasn't a nasty incident. And I think maybe it was more than luck. It's an example where technology, thankfully, helped us. But it's time to go home, and then yet another doctor's appointment. Oh boy. Woo-hoo. The weather is beautiful and everyone is out today. We're doing our errands, so we're going to stop and have something, coffee maybe. And we have dog Soka, and what is it, S2D2? Yeah. Fine kettle corn.
Look at that.
And ube kettle corn.
And ube kettle corn. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing? It's that time of year again. The Battle of Westport. 1864, October 20th through 23rd, 1864. And this time around, I'm doing it solo, doing the the ghost hunt. And I thought I would start in actual Westport. And I guess the battle did come through here. There's a sign up ahead that talks about it. And then ended up being fought the final stage of the battle in what is now Loose Park, which is south of here. At that time, this was its own town, the town of Westport. And just cruise through the heart of Westport. All sorts of noise and craziness and everything. I hope we don't get gig copyright on that stupid stuff. Alright. Can we go? Can we go? Can we go? Because everybody's just sitting. Take a left turn up here on Mill Street. Now, are we gonna go? Are we gonna go? Westport is now the big entertainment district in Kansas City, the oldest. Westport has got quite the reputation now as being sort of a center of high crime and a lot of violent crime at that. People just don't know how to behave themselves out in public. So there would be a lot more ghosts out here other than just Civil War ghosts. But anyway, I'm going to now make it over, go down Warnell, which cuts through the plaza, and then make it on over to Loose Park. And here it is, 51st and Warnell. This is Loose Park. And I'm going to cruise through and find a place to park. I don't want to be... We might not do the park portion because unfortunately a lot of people who hang out at the park at night are not the best people. So we might start at the cannons on the south side of the park and then walk. This park was the field in which Union cavalry charged at the Confederates, the final charge of the battle, and sent them packing. And legend has it that on the anniversary of the battle, since the John Warnell House, which is south of here, was used as a field hospital, that you can see ghosts walking back and forth, Civil War ghosts from the battle, walking back and forth towards the hospital, and many of the Confederates evacuating south and the Union pursuing behind them. And this was the last gasp of the Confederacy in this area. After this, there was no more presence, active, organized presence of Confederate forces in the state of Missouri. So it was a great final victory for the Union. It was called the Gettysburg of the West. And the cannons are over here. There's nowhere to park around here. I think there's a place to park up this way. On street parking. And every year I think they used to do a thing at the Warnell House and invite people to hike the look for the ghosts, but I believe COVID kind of did that in. I don't know if I can park. Yeah, I can park here. I see people have parked. I see a sign that says you can park. So we'll park right here. Alrighty, doggies, you ready? You ready? Let's go to it. Yeah, we're gonna go doing our ghost hunt, and you can't hardly see anything in the dark, which is pretty appropriate, pretty ghostly looking. Woo! Here's our cannon, Battle of Westport, October 21st through 23rd. Oh, so this was the first day. 10-pounder Parrott gun. It says there. Oh, and they haven't hollowed out the. So this cannon could fire. Ooh, scary. Breakthrough at Big Blue River. A chill and sleepless night. A dog peeing on the historic day of decision. Blue and gray collide in a furious battle. Superior Union numbers finally took their toll. The Confederates slowly gave up ground. The battleground. It's yeah, that's where we are, right here. Right there. This is the Warnell Major's house. It is said to be haunted. But I think any old house is haunted. It looks like there is something going on here tonight. Me and the doggies are ghost hunting. No, we haven't found any ghosts, unfortunately.
Listen to the Google Maps and didn't try and just like go. Okay. Hi. Yes.
Is this the ghost tour event?
So it's not ghost tours this year. We're doing Victorian death and why they think houses like this are haunted.
Oh.
We do have paranormal investigations over at the Alexander Majors.
Oh, nice.
So we're playing both sides this year.
Well, I'm doing a ghost hunt and I'm live streaming, walking from Loose Park to here, and then I used to work at one of the TV stations here in town, and there's a mirror inside this house that's cracked, and if you get it at the right angle, you can see an apparition inside of it. It's probably dirt and dust, but I haven't ever tested that theory. It looks like a woman in a black dress.
Okay, I have heard that one.
Yeah.
Well, good luck. Thank you for letting me meet your puppies.
Oh, well, thank you.
I have two, and I've been here for 12 hours at this point, so I'm
Oh.
going through dog withdrawals.
Dog withdrawals.
Your dog?
Oh, sure.
Hi, baby.
They would not object. Oh,
He's like, I'm busy sniffing.
hey, Jimmy, you pulled me again. There we go.
Oh, hello. Hello, angels. Hi.
Oh, you need some more love. Does the other doggy get all the attentions?
Yes, but she's shy too, so.
Good girl.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
Oh, sorry, babes. Sit by the fire.
Let's see what we have here. This and the Halloween decorations is all the ghosty things we see. Ooh, candy and skeletons. Jimmy, Jimmy. And your urge to get attention, you're gonna knock everything over. Jimmy's eyes are glowing in this light. That's spooky.
Very good girls. You've been here all along.
Hmm.
We do have historic Halloween next Sunday,
Oh, okay.
and that is a dog costume parade.
Oh, nice.
So
Dog costume parade. Around here?
It is here from 2 to 4 on
Oh,
the
okay.
House grounds.
Oh, nice.
And it is free. And the grand prize this year is a dog birthday party at Barquet.
Oh, nice. And so when is that? What day?
It is Sunday, October 29th, from 2 to 4.
Okay.
The parade starts at 3.
And it's just here?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's free on the grounds, open to everyone.
All right. Maybe we will try that, doggies. All right, we better look around here and then head on back. See if we see any ghostesses. So the legend is that the ghosts of Civil War soldiers walk up and down this area on the eve of the battle. Is that right?
I've heard that one as well.
Because this was a field hospital,
Yes, it was.
the Warnell House. Oops. Which is what the street is named after. All right, dogs. Thank you very much. Ooh, that's spooky in that blue light. I would use my other camera, but then you can't see anything. You get a wider angle, but darker shot. Let's see, the Warnells. Warnell family, originally from Kentucky, migrated to the Kansas City region in 1843. This is an old style of house where you have the open rooms are open to the outside. Oop. There's a doggies. Let's see what the official plaque here says. Warnell Homestead, Battle of Westport. Built in 1858 by John Warnell. House was the center of heavy fighting on October 23rd after 1864. After the last Confederate charge to the north towards Westport was repulsed, this house was used as a field hospital for both Union and Confederate wounded. Okay, so I'll bet you this thing says the same thing. Yep, Jackson County, Missouri. Placard. All right, doggies. Let me turn towards the house so that we can actually, oops, if I can get the gimbal to cooperate. It's hard to walk backwards and do this at the same time. Uh-oh, I hear ghost sounds. Ooh, either that or it's a dog. There's the Warnell house. So we just finished our ghost hunt, and we haven't seen anything. Not that I expect to, other than a vagrant or two. People walk around the neighborhood. Good news is the John Warnell house is back to doing some things, and there might even be an event next weekend that we could do with their doggies. And yeah, so as you can see, it's really dark, and I don't know if there's any place where I can have a hot drink. So after I do these, I always want a hot drink, like hot chocolate or tea or hot cider or something. But we'll see if there's such a place that's open this time of night in Kansas City on a Saturday night. Unfortunately, most of what's open are bars, and they don't generally serve hot chocolate. Kahlua mudslide, but those are usually cold. I want something hot. Is there such a thing as a hot Kahlua mudslide? I don't know. I gotta drive home too. So, as of yet, we haven't seen any ghosts. Just haunting around the John Warnell house, where those people are very much alive. Come on, dongs. Come on. And, you know, we're being careful watching that we don't end up becoming ghosts by getting run over by a car or something. So Let's see what we have. It is open, and according to the Googles, it's open till 11, so we have plenty of time. Here on Delaware Street. Doggies are allowed. And yes, we take care of our doggies first. Hey, Jimmy, you gonna drink all of that? Huh? Coffee, hot chocolate. Actually, it's mocha. We've got a brand new slopper in the Northland, which is replaced HIV, which used to be here. Price slopper. But what is hilarious is the HIV gas is still here.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lucian. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
Any more sounds like no more.
All right. Do you have a wish, Luke? Wish. Think hard. Are you sure? Wish it. Oh.
Was that wish for Anse again to stop yelling at you all the time?
No.
All right.
It was.
And
Don't tell us. Hey, let's see who all's in the room.
The dog.
The dog, of course.
are you gonna kiss?
The other dog's over there.
The other dog's hiding.
Luke!
Stella.
I don't see the point.
We're waiting.
Back up because that will annoy Jimmy to the max. You know how that is.
Better door and a window, Mahomes.
Wonder where I got that.
I knew that band.
Well, there you go. You got shirts now
Shirt.
and a long sleeve.
Yay.
Perfect.
Oh, I like this one.
Let me see.
I like this one. I like the last one.
Oh.
Jimmy
Yeah,
just
that's
casually.
good that they're
looking at
big.
Ooh, what's tea? The everyday tea. The everyday tea. What's
T-shirt.
it? T-E-E.
T-shirt.
I think-
Let's see.
The everyday t-shirt.
that. It's just a blank shirt.
Oh. Let me see.
It's blank. You
He
sound blank.
read it at the He read it at the label.
Go ahead, let's see the rest.
Good lord.
I think he's gonna be sad.
Dino puzzle glow in the dark. I didn't even know glow in the
Well,
dark
go
puzzles
look at
existed.
that. You will have something if you.
Something to make him think, because
Well-
he likes to think.
Well, if you
I love
will
puzzles.
put the puzzle together, we will buy the black light so we can have that with our.
There's 100 pieces.
So
Mhm.
He can do it.
I bet they're
Pieces
those,
is nothing.
those
And you
small
can
too.
actually, once you put it together, you can put glue on the back, and you can put it up on your wall as a picture.
Picture.
Thanks, Jimmy. I needed that.
What?
It woke me up.
Next.
Next.
You're making very boring TV, Luke.
Yeah. How was it if there was a fist on the camera?
Oh my gosh. What is that?
Dino.
It's like I'm just gonna put it over here.
All
I
right.
think they're-
This was taking too long, so we're just going to the cutting to the chase here.
She did it, Jimmy.
it's a gift receipt. If you cannot, if you don't like it.
That's
you
a
can-
pretty good take there, Luke.
Look.
You know, this camera is very amazing. It stays in focus pretty much all the way.
This shirt. Give